I worked for 11 years in biotechnology. I helped to develop a number of cancer-fighting drugs. I really thought that running experiments and being in the lab was the fun part of it. The further up the ladder I went, the farther removed I was from the lab, which was kind of the reason why I got into science. I felt like something was missing. I don't feel like a creative. I don't think I'm an artist. I still think like a scientist, but I feel like more of my colleagues in coffee, their struggle is to learn more about the science. For me, I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to get more in touch with the craft, because if you just stick to the numbers, you sort of develop tunnel vision, and flavor should always come first. One of the challenges for an independent coffee bar owner is, how do I make myself stand out? How do I differentiate myself from what coffee culture in the United States is? At Endorffeine, because I am the sole barista, it's very personal. I want it to be my expression of coffee. I didn't want to feel like I had to compromise on the quality of the drink simply because I wanted to serve more and more guests. I give everything its due attention. I owe it to myself and I owe it to my guests who expect that. I didn't leave one career to go into this career because I wanted to be handcuffed by compromise. So the nice thing about coffee is that it's focused and simple, or as simple as you want it to be, but I like to take simple things and then make them more complex. If we all follow the same formula as coffee shop owners, then our menus will be the same, the experience will be the same, and there won't be anything special about it. I think we're all very different people, and I think it's our responsibility to challenge ourselves. If I don't experiment and then I don't take, quote unquote risks, then my guests will just sort of succumb to the realization that the shop is not any different from any other one. To see specialty coffee shops move in the direction of restaurants to not just serve only coffee, but offering really good food. Investigate those relationships between coffee and drink, and coffee and food, and it becomes more of a holistic concept and experience. I think that's the next wave. One thing that we do here at Endorffeine is that on certain evenings, the space becomes a bar and I create cocktails. Each cocktail has either a tea or a coffee element to it, and they're paired with desserts that I actually make. The concept is called 9. I only have 9 seats, 9 guests. It takes place at 9 p.m. In Thai, it also means to sort of move forward, not backwards. That's what I want with the space and in life in general. I want to keep moving forward. So tonight, there will be 3 sushi-like desserts, and those are each paired with a different cocktail. And I think that the desserts are pretty simple on their own, and then the cocktails are actually pretty simple on their own. There's only 3 ingredients in each cocktail. But I think combined, they really play off of each other. While the edible element of the course is good and the cocktail is good, I think they have to be looked at as a whole, because I try to complement the flavors for both those elements. And one without the other is just not a strong enough expression of that particular course. The foundation of inspiration for all the desserts and the cocktails was actually color. I'm really just grateful that I have guests who are willing to put themselves in my hands in order to sort of explore that combination of desserts and drinks. Everyone has passions and hobbies and interests, but sometimes we're a little scared to jump into something, because if all we can think about are just the negatives and the pitfalls, then you're going to suffer from paralysis. And even if you fail, and I've thought about it, as long as you don't compromise your new principles and you give it 110%, then there's nothing wrong with failing. It's still a learning experience.